again, a solid lineup going to be locked in by Arkangel. This is very promising. This is a composition that can definitely keep a Kimmy alive. Definitely absorb a lot of damage for this. And the Famous is just going to regenerate non-stop, so you have to be very careful, or else they're going to be in for a very bad time.
But do take note, though, that Minotaur and Lunox plus add that Leomord in the side of Finesse Phoenix. That's a lot of crowd control. At the same time, the damage that they can dish out so far for the team. But of course, we'll have to see what will be the final composition, while Arkangel here decides which hero they will be banning out.
Did you notice, like, Leomord and Lunox has been being paired up a lot today?
A lot.
Like, the sustained damage from the Leomord plus the Lunox burst is something that's being used a lot, apparently, by the teams. And that's very interesting. Now, second ban phase, gonna be banning out the Claude here. Actually, yeah, I think Finesse might opt for a marksman, possibly a carry. But if they do, they're probably in for a bad time, because it's gonna be harder to babysit so many squishies in one comp.
Yes, but to take a look at the jersey of Team Finesse Phoenix, it seems like I wanna get one.
Yeah, let's get one. That's so colorful, isn't it?
Colorful indeed.
It looks like they came with their game faces on.
It seems like it represents the colors of the flag of the Philippines. Look at that, blue, red, and yellow, and white as well.
A revamped design,
right.
And just so colorful overall. So Finesse was the one to ban out the carry instead, which is usually, actually I see a lot of pair up of carry and Kimmy, where we see Kimmy being used in a mage role. It does do a lot of damage, plus it takes down turrets very efficiently, so I'm not surprised by that ban. Another mage gonna be locked in for Finesse though, the double mage lineup here for Finesse. Very, very scary. So obviously another tank is going to be prioritized here by Finesse, while Jeffqt4ever hovering some very old and very familiar plays. There it goes, Gusion I was talking about earlier.
And of course, Gusion will be the source of magic damage together with the Kimmy as well. So they currently do not have that true mage on their lineup, but you can see, the burst that the Gusion can deal for the team composition. But anyway, look at that last pick for the side of Team Finesse Phoenix in here is actually the Akai.
Smart.
As smart pick in here. I think they have a lot of crowd control for the overall team composition of Team Finesse Phoenix. That may come up from this Minotaur, the Kagura as well, plus the Akai.
Yeah.
If they could, initiate their team fight so well, this is gonna be very dangerous for the side of Arkangel.
And Finesse is double mage and double tank. They might have problems taking down turrets. I think that's the biggest threat on this composition. They have a Leomord, which is great for tower taking, but that's in the later parts of the game. Usually you want to pick Leomord not for the tower taking capabilities, but for the AoE crowd control, plus the AoE damage
last
and sustain.
hit as well, of course, the critical damage that it could provide when this lower HP bars comes in. But then again, there's no marksman in the line of Finesse Phoenix. There is a Kimmy on the side of Team Arkangel, and we know that whenever your lineup has a marksman, this marksman will really have to farm their gold first, and so that they could get the equipment that they need to deal the damage that they must do to perform their role.
Absolutely. So we are in game 1, Arkangel versus Finesse Phoenix, and it is looking really, really scary here for Finesse Phoenix, because they have such good potential in the mid game. They have great potential, but they might have a problem closing out. On the other side, we got great potential for taking down turrets. At the same time, if you remove the Kimmy from this comp, it doesn't look like they'll have much damage.
Yes, indeed. Kimmy will be very much needed in there to get rid of Gusion, but apparently it's actually Jeffqt4ever using the Kimmy on the line for Arkangel. But we have a fight ongoing in here. Will one go down? Will he be targeted by those hits being done by Jeffqt4ever. Unfortunately, no casualties yet for this 1 minute game time. But as you can see, there's a bit of gold lead on the side of Arkangel Wicked Minds. We saw how they rotated. First, they went on to cutting creeps on the bottom lane, and then they took away some of the smaller jungle monster on the side of Finesse Phoenix as well.
Yeah, I'm not really super surprised because that's just how they play, and they do have the Kimmy to take early objectives like the crab, and as well as a lot of the minion waves and the small jungle
Okay,
creeps.
this is something that you have to watch out for because 4 members on the side of Arkangel Wicked Minds are just basically nearby each other. Meanwhile, the first turtle of the game is gonna pop out soon on the top lane. And it looks like the Gusion as well as the guy will be rotating sometime over there. They're just basically hiding in the brush in the meantime.
A very fast rotation here for Arkangel. Already looking for a opportunity to go in. And the Kimmy gonna start rotating as well. The Belleric is definitely just on guard duty for the day.
Yes, 4-man member from Arkangel started the fight, and first blood is gonna go onto their hands.
Yep, Jeffqt4ever. Great targeting on the Kimmy as well as a great pullback by Jay on this Kaya. No problems with the turtle taking at all. This is what I'm talking about.
It was very easy. They got the retribution. They got the DPS coming up from that Kimmy. And no questions at all. They're gonna take that first start of the game very easily.
That's right. Jay might possibly have another target on his back. Baits out the Hurricane Dance from Rust. That is a few seconds where Finesse Phoenix cannot afford to take a team fight against the blue side squad.
They are very consistent in here, Arkangel Wicked Minds, on cutting creeps and taking down the first turret in the bottom lane as early as possible so that they can rotate freely and easily on the other parts of the map, which is what they're actually doing at the moment.
Exactly. So right now it feels like Arkangel, they want to increase the tempo of the game even further, get as much gold into Jeffqt4ever's pockets as possible, and then maybe later on keep him alive in a team fight and wipe out Finesse Phoenix. I think that is the absolute game plan for Arkangel.
This is now 3k gold lead in favor of Arkangel Wicked Minds. Didn't you notice that it is so fast? Meanwhile, a fight ongoing on the top lane.
They're adding up even more gold to that. Double kill for Rio. As I said, this Gusion very, very powerful at this stage of the game, and Jeffqt4ever left unchecked can take down this turret very easily.
Wow, look at how fluid the rotation of Arkangel Wicked Minds is. It seems like they know where the members of Team Phoenix is gonna go, and they're taking every advantage of it. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we can see 3 members of Finesse Phoenix rotating right over there. Thamus is all alone. Will be able to defend this turret.
Yeah, it looks like that's gonna be a bit harder now, considering the Thamus seems to be in a very good position as well. Has been farming almost non-stop since earlier. Turtle gonna be up in a few seconds, so that's gonna be on the docket for Arkangel. As soon as they clear up these minion waves, expect a huge team fight coming. But apparently, Finesse Phoenix does not care. They give away the turtle without any contest.
Yeah, and 2 turrets down by just 4-minute game time. You can see Kimmy is now level 8 compared to the levels of the members or the carries on the side of Finesse Phoenix. Lunox is just level 6. We have a fight ongoing.
It looks like Finesse, you want to go for the fight. Lunox on the backside doing some damage, but not enough to scare away Arkangel. Rio looking for a good opportunity to go in with those Shadow Blades. And apparently that's going to be coming very, very shortly because Finesse doesn't want to split up at all. Tien trying to catch as many of the damage as he can.
And in the bottom left part of the screen is actually Jeffqt4ever. The one using the Kimmy. You can see how serious he is trying to play that hero. Meanwhile, one more casualty on the side of Finesse Phoenix in here. Let's see, will there be more dying or dying?
Yep, very beautiful. Dane. I will have
Dane
to.
Or Dane?
Let's try to call it Dane. I think it's Dane.
Alright.
So for the meantime, Arkangel, there's no stopping this Kimmy at all. The experience from Execration definitely paying off. Rio though gonna get shut down in a really weird position.
There's just one missed position so far that we have just saw on the side of Arkangel Wicked Minds, and that was the Gusion. I think he was just basically trying to target one squishy mage on the side of FNS Phoenix, but apparently he got caught with two more members, and you know, he got punished on that aggressiveness in the middle lane.
Yep, I think the ultimate incandescence was on cooldown when he went in, so he wasn't able to dish out on time. Jeffqt4ever though, he's left alone. This could be bad. Can they actually make something happen here, Finesse, or will Jeffqt4ever just poke the tower non-stop? Apparently that's the case, and they go in, they try to dive, Tian in the middle of the fight, and looks like he's not going to be able to use them in Owen Fury. Rio takes him out.
You can see in here how focused Arkangel Wicked Minds in on getting objectives. Look at that, after the tier 1 turret in the middle lane, they took away that third turtle of the game, third and last turtle of the game. And a while ago we actually see the potential for that Kimmy to actually go for the fight, but instead he knows that the turret in the middle lane was so low already, so why not take this turret down? Anyway, this is the main objective of the game. Go through the base of your opponent.
Exactly.
And they are capitalizing on that. Look at that. They didn't even need... They weren't really looking for a fight in here. They're actually looking for the objectives and going for the objectives. If they caught missed positions from their opponent, they will just basically take advantage of it. It's a free kill for them, an additional goal for them. Meanwhile...
Yep, meanwhile we have a huge fight erupting here. Rio gets a kill. Dane gonna be taken out without any contest. That was a very critical member from Finesse, removed from the fight without any damage done. Jeffqt4ever snipes under tower. Tian trying to make a hit.
Being chased by Jeffqt4ever. That Minotaur is not gonna survive at all. Plus another turret in the hands of Arkangel. Sorry.
That's right, Arkangel. So they want this to be finished immediately, and I think the importing of Jeff into this team definitely paying off dividends. As you can see, they are trying to make a statement. You guys have not seen the full power of Arkangel just yet. Jeffqt4ever snipes and hits it's a target, but again, FNS Phoenix looking for some breathing room here. Can't even make it out of the base without getting damage from all the coffee jelly coming from Jeffqt4ever.
And there's another pull coming from the Kaya, but Lunox uses his ultimate to get away from that. Meanwhile, there's a pressure coming out from all of the lanes on the side of Finesse Phoenix, and all of their jungles, they are buffed. The monsters on their side are being taken away by Arkangel Wicked Minds. You know what, Rockhart? A while ago we said that sometimes when you have a marksman in your lineup, you would expect this to go online by mid to late game time. But the bonus in here is that if you're actually able to make your marksman go online, or able to let it farm by just within a few minutes game time, let's say 5 minutes, this is a good thing. This is a good news for the team that having the marksman.
Yeah, you can expect this to snowball almost non-stop, which is, I think, the plan. Right now, though, Jeffqt4ever is still untouched. Gets to kill another one onto Finesse Phoenix. Although I think it's going to be way too late. Rio still very, very healthy in the middle of the fight. Wave tries to get some damage in, but he's getting played around by the Gusion. Dane gonna get taken out as well on the backside.
Support of the Kaya. Rio is actually able to take down the Leomord on the side of Finesse Phoenix. You know, it's very dangerous when you get near to that Leomord, especially if you're already low on HP. You can just get critically hit by the Leomord and die.
Yeah, and at 10 minutes in, we got already a 13,000, almost 14,000 goal lead in favor of Arkangel. This is definitely looking like a really, really close fight here at the end of the tunnel. And, I mean, not a close fight, or a really far off fight, where Arkangel is just pressing non-stop, dominating every single team fight.
Not even one turret down yet for the side of Arkangel Wicked Minds. They're just, I like how focused they are on the objectives rather than getting kills. The kills probably are just bonuses if they caught a member from the side of Finesse Phoenix. It's a bonus for them, giving them a boost in their gold lead. And look at that. This is giving them more power as they focus on the objectives.
I like confidence of Killua here on the Famous. I think he knows that he can trust on his teammates. He knows that Jay and Rio can probably make a huge play around the map as well. So he's doing everything he can to flex muscle to scare off Finesse Phoenix. And they're doing a marvelous job so far of keeping the map under control.
We're going to the mid-game time, but the equipment set of Arkangel, we get Arkangel members are like that of for the late game time, and this is just, you know, giving them a lot of power that they have the Lord in the middle lane as well, trying to hit the throne.
Oh, no more Minoan Fury available. Jay locks in a very critical target at a very critical time. Lord is still inside the base. Russ still has the Hurricane Dance. He uses it. It's way too late. Wave tries to go in with the Phantom Steed as well. Looks like he's not going to have enough firepower to scare off Arkangel. Towers fall left and right as the blue side squad decimate Finesse Phoenix. Wave in the middle of the fight. Monster kill for Rio. And Dane looks like he's going to be the one to get taken out next. And
2 members and last one up to 0. This is how Arkangel's going to end the game within just 12-minute game time. First game is going on to their side.
That was fast.
That was really, really fast. Their rotation was very smooth. But let's take a look at the results in here. Rio getting the MVP with a score of 11-1-4. You can see the great support that Tekaya provided. I've seen almost all of his pulls in here. The Divine Judgment were perfect. The targets were perfect as well. 0 death as well for this support. Kudos.
I mean, there wasn't even an opportunity for the Minoan Fury to be used in the earlier parts of the game. See that? No Minoan Fury used. He was even catching the Lunox before he could use the ultimate. See it right there. So no chance to respond at all. I know Rio is the one who had the most kill score, but Jay was the one making the big plays in that game.
It had all the Divine Judgments were perfect, and look at this one, Si Jeffqt4ever getting a kill that Minotaur. But for this one in particular, though, the Lord fight wherein they had to transition onto getting kills for the meantime, wherein, you know, the members of Finesse Phoenix were still the one getting punished for diving in onto the fights when they didn't have the equipment that they needed.
Exactly, and I think there was so many opportunities where they could probably take in Jeffqt4ever, not just the later parts of the fight. At the same time, it was over-aggression in most of cases, where Dane was trying to go for the big play. Wave was going for the big play on the Leo board. But, you know what? Arkangel knew what Finesse was going to do at the later parts of that fight, no matter at any stage. And the foresight from the Kaya user, as well as the communication in keeping the Kimmy alive. That was beautiful.
Communication that will help them, like on the last part of the fight, wherein they lost the creep wave in the middle lane. Potentially they could have ended that, but there were no creep waves in the middle lane anymore. I like how they divide and conquered the last inhibitor turrets on the top lane as well as in the bottom lane to, you know, remove all the turrets from the side of Finesse.
Yeah, that was just so clean. Like,
it was clean.
It was programmed before the start of the game that once the Lord goes in, go top, go bottom, then we'll go at the same time.
Divide and conquer for Team Arkangel.
That's what we call wave control.
Wave control.
How they timed the minion waves to go at the same time into the base of Finesse Solid. Finesse.
Finesse.
Phoenix. Sorry about that. I got used to it last season.
You know, we get confused if they have the same branding, but
sometimes
they just have different suffix.
Yeah, that's okay though. It happens.
It happens.
For the meantime, I feel like Finesse can do a lot better. I think we barely saw the capabilities of Finesse here, and I'm very much looking forward to what else they have in store for us, because of course it's not too late for them yet. This is not their last game. They will be also playing later on, but every point is gonna go towards it's gonna matter in making your case if you are deserving to be the one of the top 10 teams.
Correct. And actually, I personally believe that round robin is one of the best ways to actually find out which teams are actually the best.
Exactly, because you can see how well. You can also see, I was actually, before the game started, I was thinking, is Jeffqt4ever gonna adjust very well against this composition, which this team, Arkangel, which they beat in the previous season numerous times.
Yes.
So I was wondering if Jeffqt4ever was gonna settle in good. He did so well.
So well. You know what? There's this saying that 2 heads or more heads are better than 1. And if you combine what Jeffqt4ever learned from Execration, or the strategies that they have discussed there, it's an additional points or bonus for the team Arkangel.
Yeah, considering
to become stronger.
Arkangel was also just so dominant in a lot of the stages of the games in the previous season. What more now that they have some Execration blood on their side, which we know Execration is part of the top 6.
Yes, and Jeffqt4ever indeed now on the side of Arkangel is, potentially, depending on the result, of course, of this Group A, on this main qualifiers, there is a chance for them to actually fight against Execration. Meanwhile,